December 2025. Memphis, Tennessee. A FedEx distribution hub. Security footage shows a white box truck at the loading dock with two men in FedEx uniforms who've got the access codes and know exactly which containers to hit. Inside, 1,500 pairs of unreleased Air Jordan 1s, retailing at $180, reselling at $600, total haul $750,000. Within hours, the shoes are split into smaller batches. By the next day, a reseller gets a call.
Got a bulk deal, Jordan 1s, $220 per pair.
40 over retail, $380 under resale. Cash deal, no invoice, no questions. Listed online that night, sold out in 3 days. Within 2 weeks, all 1,500 pairs are gone. Customers have no idea they're stolen. The shoes are real. Authentication passes. Except, none of this happened. There was no Memphis heist, no stolen Jordans. I made it up. But it could happen tomorrow, and the system wouldn't stop it. This is part 1 of our Rigged Game series, where stolen goods go to disappear. Let's say you want to open a sneaker resale store tomorrow. Real business, storefront, inventory, customers walking in buying Jordans. Here's what you need. Business license, sales tax permit, that's it. Fill out some forms, pay some fees, you're in business. Now here's what you don't need. Receipts for where your inventory came from, names of who sold it to you, records showing how the shoes got there, checking if your supplier is legit, proof that nothing's stolen. You can stock a store with thousands of pairs and never once prove where they came from. So when it comes down to it, you can buy 2,000 pairs of Jordans from a guy in a parking lot. Cash deal, no invoice. Nothing about that breaks the law until someone proves the shoes were stolen and you knew it. And proving you knew? That's not going to be easy. Now there is one more thing to consider. Secondhand dealer permits. Some cities require them, most don't. And they're rarely enforced online. These permits were specifically designed to stop stolen goods moving through resale markets, and they work when they're enforced. In Florida, you hold items for 15 days before selling, so cops can match stolen goods reports. In California, you electronically report all inventory to the Department of Justice. Portland and NYC have similar systems, but these laws apply to pawnbrokers and precious metals dealers, not sneaker resellers. The tool exists. The framework exists. It just doesn't apply here. So how do stolen goods actually move? Step 1, the theft. In 2024, cargo theft spiked, with rail thefts up 40% year over year. 9 out of 10 freight train heists targeted Nike specifically, with a combined loss of $2 million. Step 2, the middleman. Stolen goods don't go straight to stores. They move through layers. Bulk buyers purchase at 30 to 50% discount, cash or crypto, no paper trail. Product gets mixed with legitimate inventory and sold to resellers. The genius of the system, separation. Step 3, the reseller. Small consignment shops chasing margins, online flippers scaling fast, established stores taking good deals without asking questions. Some knowingly, most claiming ignorance. Step 4, the customer. The shoes are real, the store looks legit, and the customer has no idea they just bought stolen Yeezys. Stolen goods move through the exact same channels as legitimate goods. Same authentication, same platforms, same customers. The only difference? Somewhere in the chain, someone chose not to ask questions. Now here's where it gets darker. Because stolen goods aren't just a theft problem, they're a money laundering solution. You've got $500,000 in dirty money, drugs, fraud, whatever you need to make it look legitimate. The problem is that you can't just deposit it in a bank because that will trigger reporting requirements. The solution then is to buy stolen inventory at 50% discount, resell at market price. Now your dirty money looks like profit from a legitimate business. For example, spend $250,000 cash on stolen Jordans. Sell them for $500,000 through your store. Report that as revenue and claim $250,000 in costs. Your profit looks clean. Resale markets are perfect for this because cash transactions are common. fast turnover, minimal documentation. StockX fixed pricing transparency by showing what things actually sell for, but they didn't fix sourcing. So if this is such an obvious problem, why hasn't it been fixed? Start with who built this market. Josh Luber, co-founder of StockX. He described the sneaker resale market as
It's the Wild West. There are very few, if any, legal, unregulated markets of this size.
and then he built a billion-dollar company on top of that unregulated market. Nike went from $30 billion in revenue in 2015 to $51 billion by 2024. That's $21 billion more. And the timing? Right when the resale market took off. And those 2 million in stolen Nike goods we mentioned earlier, that's 0.004% of Nike's revenue. Basically a rounding error. Here's what Artforum documented about Nike's actual relationship with the secondary market. The secondary market drives demand so that Nike doesn't have to, and equally important, doesn't appear to exert itself in generating buzz. Nike benefits from the hype. The resale market makes their shoes feel rare, exclusive, worth fighting over. That drives primary market sales. The more a Jordan 1 goes for $800 on StockX, the more people want to buy it at retail. So why would Nike kill a $6 billion hype machine over $2 million in losses? Where Nike does care, counterfeits. Because fakes don't just get stolen and resold, they compete directly with Nike's primary sales. Stolen goods feed the hype. Fakes kill the brand. So the brands benefit from the unregulated hype machine. The platforms profit from transaction volume. The resellers profit from the margins. The only people losing are the everyday sneakerhead who just wants to cop clean and know what they paid for is legitimate. They're the only ones in this entire ecosystem with no financial stake in keeping it broken. You know what would fix this? The same paperwork pawn shops already do. But nobody wants it. Documentation would slow the system. Then 2024 hit. The market crashed, margins collapsed, hype cooled off. And through it all, platforms kept their focus exactly where it's always been: authentication. Next time, counterfeit goods are getting so good that even authentication experts can't tell the difference anymore. So who's profiting when the fake market catches up, and what are the platforms actually doing about it? Until next time, stay safe out there and always get your shoes checked. Peace.